Hey everybody, welcome back to Mildcore Gaming and our playthrough of Alan Wake. This is the remastered edition, so it has slightly updated graphics and things like that. I am Yummer. I am bad at video games. I make mistakes, so you don't have to. If that's what you're into, please like, subscribe, follow, share, all that fun stuff. We put out new videos every day. And so this is episode 4. And we are still looking for our wife. And an FBI agent has shown up and just started taking shots at us for, I don't know. And apparently he tends to drink on the job or all the time. So we'll go ahead and jump into it here. We'll continue and hopefully get a recap of what happened in the last session. And then we'll see... hold on one moment. I gotta change something here. Okay, just a second. All right, here we go. We should be good now. All right, here we go. We're gonna continue game. And welcome back, viewers. Hello, Al Khalid 21. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Right? Al Khalid 20. Al-Kahid? Al-Kahid. Oh well. Hopefully I'm saying it right and I'm not destroying your name. Yeah, let's go and jump into it here. And as always, just a reminder, not even close. And okay. Angel if I want. It might just be me, but I have never seen Angel spelled ALKHID. But that's just me. Hey, learn something new every day. All right. So, welcome back. We're going to jump into the recap here. And just a reminder, I have ADD and I tend to hyperfocus. So, when I play video games, I tend to get really into it. Hey, something new. I just learned Al-Kahid means immortal. So, hey, thank you for... I'm always looking to learn things, so thank you for that, Al-Kahid. But again, you said I'm destroying it, so maybe I should stop saying it. So, to stop making people's ears bleed. I'm sure those who know how to pronounce it are going, ow, ow, every time I do it. So, I'll call you Angel. There we go. Hopefully I got that right, Angel, because I know I'm kind of off on a tangent here, but I know in some Spanish versions, it's not a hard G, it's Angel. I learned that the hard way because I read a book and the character's name was Angel. I read the whole book. I got to the end and somebody told me, I told them about the characters and they went, their name is actually Angel. It's not Angel. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So thank you for the corrections. Please, I am a person, if I don't know I'm making the mistake, I'll continue to make the mistake until corrected. So thank you for correcting me. All right, but the ADD thing. I tend to hyperfocus, especially on video games. So if it takes me a second to respond to comments, please be patient with me. All right, here we go. We'll go ahead and get the recap, I think.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know
where she is! Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Oh yeah, we hit the water. Okay, episode 4, The Truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Oh, it did go through. Just a minute. Yeah, I did get your message, but if I put it in the top right, well, here we'll put it in the top right. But it'll cover up.
I felt groggy.
Okay,
Whatever
hold on.
Hartman had bumped
Just a
in
minute,
me
just a
was
minute.
making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Okay, just a second. So if I put it in the top right, well, I guess it just covers up my ammo counter, so you can't see the ammo counter. But I mean, I you'll know when I'm out of ammo, I guess. So yeah, we'll move it up there. I was trying to put it in my portrait in a spot that would not obscure anything. But okay, so I am going to cover up. It's covering up my ammo counter with the gun, but I think that's the best we can do because it was in an odd spot there. Because if I put it all the way on the bottom right, it still cuts off some. Oh yeah, the messages are coming through fine if you send a text message. It's just my Twitch for some reason cuts out. Everybody's connection's fine. So okay. So we'll do that. All right, and okay, here we go. We got typewriter, writer's block, and everything is all hazy. Can
The
we?
door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Okay.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control
Oh.
if we work together.
We can go in this room.
This way, Alan.
Sorry, I'm checking out somebody else's room right now. Wait, can we go in this one? Oh, we can. So he's got a TV and he's watching Night Springs. And apparently he's got an Xbox. I think that's an Xbox. What do we have here? Map. It's a storyboard. It's a storyboard of this game. No. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Yeah. Flashlight, guys behind the trees, the path we have to walk, and the map. It's a storyboard for this game. He's a big fan of Night Springs. And Death Rally. That might have been another game by the same company. Okay, sorry. Little distracted here. That's funny. One thing that does still annoys me, I'm having a hard time getting track of, is the off-center walking. Because if I put myself, like, if I look straight ahead, I don't walk straight ahead. I walk slightly to the left. So I have to make sure my character is to the right. Hold on. I ain't done looking around. That's a bar. What the hell? It's art, I guess. Okay. Well, nice day outside. That's cool. Okay. Anderson. Oh, those are the Anderson brothers, the old guys we met at the diner.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Okay. Why do I have a head injury from the car accident then? Oh, okay. I guess, well, that's not anything. That's because I did lose a week. So technically what he's saying could be true. Any of this is true. This is just all,
Go
it's,
this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
so the whole game is basically just trying to figure out what is real and what is not.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
The game is beautiful, by the way. I'm loving the scenery here. Whoa, okay. Thought he disappeared. Sorry, I got a bug flying around me. I'm not Reek? I'm not sure. Wreck? Wreck. No, car wreck. Yeah, I did get in a car wreck. That, I think, is one of the true, that's real. And out there, directly out there, is where the island was, because I can see part of the dock there that goes out to it. But, according to them, there was an earthquake and the island sank. And it's a, it's supposed to be a volcano lake, like Crater Lake in Oregon. Sorry, when you said you not R-E-A-K, I was like, you not reek. Like I took a shot. And how can you smell over the internet? Oh, a sundial. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. TZ. In the memory of a dear friend and poet. Oh, Thomas Zane. Well, not to get too meta or anything, yeah, technically, Alan Wake is not real because it's a video game. Ha! So you're right. Very deep. In Tenebris Cadre. Cauldron Lake Lodge, 1912. So yeah, this used to be a lodge, and then it's now turned into psychiatric facility.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was nothing but waves.
Oop. Storm coming in.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you out
voice.
of the world
His
you
words echoed
constructed
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Oh yeah. So yes. Make people laugh. I do that. I am a very funny person. People laugh at me all the time. I have a great sense of humor because people laugh at me even when I don't tell jokes. When they just kind of look at me. Can we? Oh wait. Can we go up here? See you later, Doc. I gotta explore. Nope. I guess I can't. Oh wait. This is where we're going anyways. Haha. I'm just head of the game here. Yeah, the audio is actually pretty cool for me. It's there's thunder you can hear, if you can hear it. Yeah, because he mentioned there's a storm coming in. So yeah, the audio in the game is really good. What is he doing behind that couch? I gotta go talk to him. Hey,
Here's
bud.
the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You
Okay.
were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Hey, bud. How you doing?
Scary, scary, scary.
His neck is way too long.
Emerson,
Is it me or is his neck way too long and skinny?
A real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's
Ooh-yah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Okay, hold on. I will follow him, but patient. Yeah, the sound, they put a lot of work into it. It's very appropriate and ambient. And I am just checking out. Okay, so this is.
Please, this way.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Oh,
Hartman
there's.
had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Okay. Okay, this is going to be a place we're probably going to have to deal with at night. Oh, wait. Sorry. There's another QR code here. Got to check it out. So what does this one say? What? Constipation. That looks painful. This is it's to a GIF. So if you want, on the stream here, you should be able to hit that QR code with your camera. And there's a few of them in the game. This is the third one I've found. This same company made the game Max Payne. That's what it is. That looks Payne Max. Okay, sorry, had to do that. Okay, so there's a QR code there, and I saw a thermos over here, so we'll grab that. And I don't know how many we got so far. Actually, let's look real quick. We have 39, approaching halfway on that. Okay. Let's see here. I think, yeah. So this is come nighttime. We're gonna have to be dealing with this place, I think, because there's that generator there, but it takes a key. Karate. Oh, here's another thermos right here. I love how Hartman was like, "Oh, he's a video game developer. All video games are trash." But it's like, dude, game developers, really? Going that deep? Here, I'll let him fight me. I can't. Yeah, he's. And how are you?
Come, Alan. This way.
Hold on. You got a painter out here. Who's?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
And of course we will be, because that's our way. Yeah. Oh yeah, based on the game Control, because again, same company made it. They made Alan Wake and then Control later. But again, there's a whole DLC from Alan Wake in Control, and this whole event is tied into that. So yeah, I don't know, those weird black clouds. I don't know if that's supposed to be the storm clouds or what, but yeah, we know Hartman is pretty much a bad guy. Who are you? Another person here. Okay, we'll go here. You're not Dr. Hartman. You're.
You might have noticed the typewriter in your
Oop,
room.
hold on.
You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Okay. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged in their creative processes. Oh, there's more. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, but they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, trademark, and its sister method, the flow, trademark, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Okay, we have the Tor brothers, I believe. Or one of them is Tor. Oh, no. It's Tor and Odin.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two
Anderson.
are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a... How should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
So, the old gods.
That won't do.
Oh,
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we to forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
okay.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain. Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch. She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought. The hag. She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does. We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god. Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider. She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you? Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid. Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Okay. So,
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
okay, so we got to go to their farm.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
So, the Old Gods of Asgard is actually a band, and they did music for the movie Control, or for the game Control. So,
Back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
I just want to listen to these two.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene. I'm tired, man. So tired.
Okay. Okay, guys, thanks for... Wait, did we get a... Manuscript page? I think. Oh, we did.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Okay, so Tom Zane is like us, but in the past, I'm not sure. Okay, these are weird. Very weird. Creator's Dilemma. Wait. The engaging new book by Emil Hartman. Wait. Wait a minute. Emil. Thomas Zane's writing an assistant.
Poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would
Emil.
have given it up. But Emil convinced him
Okay.
otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Emil was Tom Zane's writing assistant, Dr. Emil Hartman. Okay. Okay, Karate Kid is...
Dream and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm
Okay.
in charge now and I don't want to disappear.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
A room... Well, oh...
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
So the version of me in the TV that appears is losing his mind. He's writing. The person in the TV is writing, but what he writes comes true. And so, but he doesn't know that, and he doesn't remember writing the stuff.
Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
So Emerson, okay. Are we able to? No. So there's Dissol and Lane. Okay.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Whoop. Okay.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Birch, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Okay. Can't go that way. Oh, we can kill the power. Nope, can't kill the power. Manuscript? Okay. Barry in the lodge.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Whoa, 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 what's going on?
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Can go there.
We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Okay, let's see what the old guy's got to say.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Okay. Hit her with a real hammer.
Stage is all yours, Tom.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Okay, so that was
Face the music, Bert.
back here, right? We ended up here because we fell in the lake.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
No, it wasn't suicide. I was jumped off to avoid like an explosion. Well, this is that dude's paintings. What do we got to
The
record?
markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the phone call we got. It was just bits of that. Okay, so we've got, this is us. This is the kidnapper. That's Stucky. What do we got here? Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Okay. Wait, are we not in Hartman's office?
Let me out of here! Hartman, Do you hear me?
Oh.
I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to sled.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
So yes, as a husband, the character sucks. There's a gun just on the counter. Okay.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really,
Whoa.
Wake, come on. Let's work together on
What?
this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Oh. It got Dr. Hartman. Okay.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Okay. Whoa. We need a flashlight. Can't go in there. Oh. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Can't go that way.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Upstairs. Gotta get to the... Oh, we have the key for the generator. Okay. Let's go down. Wait, I'm... Whoa, whoa. Ah, fuck. Ow. Okay, we have a flare. We have one flare. Oh, we got 6 bullets and a flare. What the f... Flare, flare. Oh, flare. Okay, this is a new area. Oop, manuscript page. I almost missed it. Oh, wait, I've got 2?
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Yeah, so, okay, and then there's Hartman's
Hartman
mission.
knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Okay, was there any more we had? Okay. This way. Okay, I don't know what to do here. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's gonna come rolling through. I'm gonna Indiana Jones this shit. See ya. Oh, I gotta get it to... Okay, come over here. Damn it! No, 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 I'm trying to... Ah. Damn it. Okay, okay, here we go. Come on. Okay, I know not to go to the left. I have to go back up there to get it to... Come on. Come on. Dude. See if it... Come on. Alright, you know what? Fuck. Fuck it.
I'm here.
Light. Get into the light. Light, 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 light.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Oh, thank you.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al. Look out!
Time to go. Light, light, light. Okay. I am a fan of Indiana Jones, yes. I have not... Well, the new one hasn't come out yet, but I will be watching it when it does. The Dial O Destiny. Okay. We have to go through a maze. Great. Don't trust Emil. Yeah, I figured that out. Wrong button. But he only takes one. Okay. Manuscript. Wake sees the old god
I stared at
stage.
the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the new one. It looks interesting, but it's like, you know, I'm old enough that I know, like, you know, I remember watching the originals, so it's kind of like I watch it just kind of like just cause. I don't know if I'll see it in a theater, but yeah, but I'll probably like at least on, you know, stream it or something. Okay, so coming this way. Batteries, and is that ammo? Yep. Okay. I could hear. Got him with one. Okay. Who is that talking? Is that a manuscript page? Nope, that's just a stone.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
Okay, that's either Karate Kid or the Orderly. It's the Orderly. Or wait, no, is that Hartman? That's Hartman. Whoa. Come on. Flare gun. All right. Okay. I think I only had one flare there. Okay. All right. Thank you, Angel, for watching, and we'll see you next time. Get some good rest. And I will muddle my way through here and hopefully not die too much. There we go. I probably missed a manuscript page in the maze. Okay, we're healed up. Ooh, shotgun, baby. Shotgun ammo. Oh. Okay, and manuscript. Mott in charge.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Okay. So Mott was working with Dr. Hartman. Okay, let's keep the shotgun for later. Okay. Oh, we have a flare. We have 2 flares. Darn it. Okay, I guess I could have used that, but I guess I'll save it for later. I think I saw another flare. Nice. Okay. So the stonework here reminds me of the public works project in the Pacific Northwest, where in the Depression era stuff, the government just hired people to build things. Timberline Lodge on Mount Hood in Oregon is one of them, but then there was a bunch of stonework and everything along highways, things like that, and that is what this reminds me of. Okay. Got an. Okay. Stupid wheelbarrow. Okay, here we go. Looks like we got another manuscript page here. Barry attacked by a... Whoa, wait, what?
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay. Okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
No, we're not going to lose Barry, are we? It's kind of our only tie to sanity. Revolver ammo, good. Batteries. Okay, we're full on bullets. Is there anything? Oh! There's another one. There he is. Okay, I'm getting a little better with that. What do we got? Flare gun, alright. And flare gun ammo. Okay, let's go with, yeah, our pistol. Okay. Ooh, we got some light. Good, good. Got some flares, the thermos, some ammo, and a bad guy up there. Oh man, it's Barry, but he looks like he's got shadow on him. Manuscript page up here. Hartman sedates Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Okay. Let's go get that thermos. Batteries. Shotgun ammo. Nice. Oh. Okay, so the shotgun I found is great for close range, but overall I like the hunting rifle better. Oh no, he's a... Okay, hold on.
Ow! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Who is that? Oh, we got guys coming in from the sides. All right, here we go.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on, Al!
Nope. Okay. All right, so standing there is not a good idea. Come on, come on, come on.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on! Oh, hey! I found a corner!
What just hit me?
I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig!
Little punks.
Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Whoa. Oh, we made it. Whew.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Okay.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, How can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it. Look out!
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
Okay, so we'll, but we know something bad is gonna happen to Barry down there.
Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Well, us. Okay, so is this their farm?
Find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Okay, here we go.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Well, it's already a disaster. So we have no flashlight, no gun. And bad stuff all around. Hold on. Is there something over here? Shoot. Yeah, there is, and I gotta get out of here. Because... Oh, come on. Oops, generator here. The light on. Come on. Aha! Take that. Okay. Hopefully that was worth it. Let's get this turned back on. A manuscript page. Walter at the Anderson
When
farm.
he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Who's Walter? I forgot who Walter was. Okay, let's go and turn this back on. Ah. Nope, nope, nope. I can do it. Damn it. Get out of my way. Light?
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Okay. Manuscript.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Why
I
the...
hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Here we go. Okay, so we got the gate cleared. Is there something up here? Huh, okay. Doesn't look like there is. But it lets us go up here. Maybe behind... Nope. We got nothing right now. So the light blew out. What's over here? Is there anything? Nope. Alright. Here we go.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
At least we got a light now. I want to look. Okay. And dropped in. Okay. Is there anything? Nope. What did we say we saw? Alright, F this, we're out. Generator. Damn it. Alright, I gotta get him away from the generator. How am I supposed to kill these guys with no weapons? Ah. Alright, I'm gonna have to come back for that. Light. I see light. That'll do it. Okay. We're gonna carry on. Yeah. We're not gonna go back there because we don't have any.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Campsite. Another flashlight. Ooh, heavy duty flashlight. We'll swap. No thermos. Batteries. Anything else? Alright, we're going to keep our heavy duty flashlight.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Okay. Whoa. What?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Okay, so it's trying to get a writer or somebody creative to basically free them. Oh, bear traps. So we're going to avoid the bear traps. Oh, bear traps. What's up here? So that's an old cabin. With a lot of fog. Just gonna check the area first. It's interesting. Why is it letting me go up here? Bit of an edge here. Oh, we can go over here maybe. We're okay. Didn't take damage. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the cabin. Oh, wait, the light's going out. Bad things around, bad things around. Shotgun.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Manuscript page.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Okay, so we got 3 flares and some shotgun rounds. More bear traps. Oh man, seriously? God. Great for them. They don't get stuck in these things. You know what? God. Okay. Avoid. You know what? We're just not even going to walk on the path. Why am I not shooting? Okay, that was weird. Get into the light. Okay, we made it.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Okay.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
Okay. I don't think that was Barry.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny. I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Okay, good talk.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Okay. Is he dead? Okay, hold on. There was a door down at the bottom of the stairs.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Okay, we gotta get to the farm now.
The front door was locked.
Out the window.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
What the fuck? Why is there breathing? Ooh, we got a flashbang. like there's all in the cellar. What's up on the front porch, maybe? Manuscript.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Okay. See anything else? Okay, doesn't look like it. Is this an outhouse? Jeez, it is.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Okay, looks like we could walk or take the car, so I'm gonna try the truck. See if I don't. Whoa, easy, easy. Here we go, here we go. Oh, thermos. I want to go look at the lookout up there. Oh. We got something here. Bullets. Flashbangs. What do we got upstairs? Anything? Okay, nothing up here. Cool. Is there gonna be something waiting outside? Oh. It's another vehicle. Can't crouch, okay. Let's take the old Jeep here. Whoa. I think I hit a rock. It's that freaking car. Ooh. Oops, oops. That's the car from the Dream and the dock. Or the ferry, yeah. What do we got up here? Got a radio show and a shotgun. Ooh, hunting rifle.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Is there anything back here? Nope. Okay. Do we take the nightmare car or the Jeep? You know what? Let's take the nightmare car. Well, okay. Come on, little buddy. Let's take the nightmare car. Wait, did that rock have a... Okay. I thought it had a mark on it, but... probably not. What the fuck is that? Oh, look at them all. Whoa, easy. Whoa, whoa. Okay, fun's done. Oh, they're not going to let us drive in there. Anything in the back of this? Alright. Oh, man. Okay, it's not alive. Yet. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, got some light here. Let's go to the barn. Oh, what's this? Can we go in here? Windmill? Nope. Oh, wait. Can't grab the windmill. Okay, barn up here. Let's go and start. Oh, okay. I don't like the sound of breathing. I Over and another flashbang. Nice. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Did he say stay away from my daughter? Okay, so we know if we go into an area like that with the chest, when we come out, we're going to have to fight. Is there anything behind it? Truck. Okay. What is this? So it's fireworks. There are fireworks here.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Oh!
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot.
Okay, what do we...
Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! You notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Oh! Didn't mean to throw the flashbang, but...
Yes! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue!
Where's...
No! Damn it! Goddamn turn of the century wiring! I'll get them working again, I promise!
Whoa!
Stay in the light! No, no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
Damn it.
Al, please don't let me die here. Although, Ryan, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! Woo! Back in the game, yes!
Oh.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Okay, switch back to our pistol now. Heavy duty lantern. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep the rifle. That was actually pretty fun. That was a fun one. Just want to make sure there's nothing else. Oh.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
Okay. I think that was... yeah, that was the only one there. Alrighty. They have a moat? Hold on. There's other stuff here. Get there in a minute, Barry. I'm just looking around here. Can we... no. Oh, there's a gate. Can we get through? Nope. Alright.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Okay, well, there's the breaker box there, so... we need to get up there somehow. Here we go.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Okay, let's head back. Nope, didn't mean... did not mean to do that. Is there something back here? Okay, there's a lot of weirdness going on back there. That looks like a manuscript page back there. Yep.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
Don't know about that. Can we go through here? Nope. Okay. Heading back. I'll head through the barn. And he's got our cutout. That's really important.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Oh my god, yeah. It's a Viking boat.
Stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in
Springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
brings back
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a
real
way of
writing
forcing
job. What
themselves
got you
into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
or vice
episodes?
versa.
Wait, we wrote for the show?
Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
Weird. But everything here is weird. Oh, we got a generator. Hunting rifle. There we go. Full on batteries. Hunting rifle ammo. Thermos. Alright, let's see what is upstairs. Another page.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Which is what we'll probably have to do. The Old Gods of Asgard, the 1975 Ragnarok Tour, be awed by celestial wrath and fury. So we got Seattle, Washington, Bakersfield, California, Long Beach, California, New York City, New York, Newark, New Jersey, Detroit, Michigan, Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, Florida, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 1975. All right. Oh, I can just kick bales around. All right, here. Let's launch this bad boy. That worked. Oh, batteries. Oh, okay. I'm pull up on batteries though. What the frick? Dude, I love this torch. Where'd Barry go? Whoa! Wait, what's over here? What do we miss? Battery? Take it.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Well, where the hell are you? How do you get over there? Oh, I guess we just gotta go around.
Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Okay, we can go upstairs, but I want to make sure I check. Is this a door?
The door was barred from the other side.
Okay.
I'd have to find another way.
Alright, let's go upstairs.
Careful, Al!
Full up on shotgun ammo. I don't need that.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Jeez, how tall is this place? Okay. There's a light in here. Oh, it's not on though.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Okay. I heard walking around, but... Okay, we got a generator. Oop. We're good on batteries.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
Okay, here we go. So we should have lights, right? Oh, then we take the elevator down. We open it from the outside.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Oh. Well, just step over. You don't have to kick it. Looks like it. Is that thing gonna come out and... I frickin' knew it!
Got to be kidding me.
Oh, no, I don't need the battery. Okay. Wait, how do we get the door open for Barry? Oh, wait, do we go through where that guy just broke out of? Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, keys. Good. Is that all we got in here? Looks like it.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
All right.
We're gonna have to work together to open this gate.
Oh.
Al. Looks pretty heavy.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot I couldn't go back to see my cam.
Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Let's check and see if anything's over here. Nope.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, there is no way one person is going to be able to move these bales. Sorry. Those are like a ton or so. They're heavy as hell. Chainsaw in the tree. Oh, wait a minute. Old gods know the truth. Just gonna check around the place first. Oh, he's following me. Barry's following me. Anything? Doesn't look like it. So wait, this is the way we came, right? Oh, this is the... Oh, they live on the lake. It's like a boathouse out there. Okay. Wait a minute. Did they build their place to look like a longhouse? I think, yeah, they did. Look at that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Taking a look inside, peeking the windows a little. There's a thermos. Okay, let's go in.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
Bunch of fireworks in here. Okay, so where is the fuse box?
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Wow, there's 2 thermoses in here. Okay. I guess upstairs, since there's no downstairs.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Okay.
Come on, Al. Let's get the lights on, huh?
I'm freaking trying, man. I'm looking for. Oh, there it is.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be. Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, God damn it.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose.
Yeah, getting drunk is not the best idea.
Coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
So we got passed out drunk. What the hell? What? Oh, this is weird.
I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming! It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth. A suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness.
Yeah, we jumped in.
Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
Wait, what?
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I've been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The heck?
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so we kind of figured out what happened. So, we wrote it, but we still need to write to finish it, right? No, we didn't finish the book. We didn't finish the manuscript, so now we can continue, we can write it. Or no, he wrote it, but it took I don't know. Wow, lot going on, but we're figuring things out now. We're figuring out what's real and wrong, what's not. So Dr. Hartman definitely was real and bad. And the FBI agent, though, I don't know. I don't get that. I don't know why he showed up. But I guess we'll figure it out next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, follow, share, all those fun things. We put out new videos every day. In that regard, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. And we will see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye now.